Alright, we should be live and good to go. Does everything look okay? Cool. Just an upfront warning, there are going to be some pauses during this, this go. So, feel free if you see one happen to, like, go get a snack or something. And Isun won't actually let me leave unless I do some arbitrary stupid thing. Probably talking to everyone, which is not going to be either engaging nor useful. And sorry if I sound kind of sour, but this is one of my least favorite design decision games. You are not allowed to progress unless you talk to everybody or do something that does not actually mean anything. Because, like, look at everything we're hearing from these guys and tell me if any of this was actually necessary to hear. And why I couldn't just skip it all and move on. Okay, this might actually be kind of vital. Wait, how did he know we responded? Okay, well, I say vital, but not really. That wasn't really vital at all. We could have just heard the name somewhere else, because we didn't actually get any kind of information. Aw. Okay, this is cute at least. There he is. There he is. We already talked to the dog, so who else do we need to arbitrarily check off this? If it makes me talk to Susano, I'm gonna be so upset. Well, not really. More annoyed because I don't want to talk to Susano and I already got the, you should go and leave them alone from Isun, so if I have to talk to him, that's kind of, counterintuitive. Is anybody up here? There's a bunch of people up here. Glad I came up here. Yeah, it's a really irritating track to go all the way that deep. There should have been some kind of shortcut in the end. The good news is you never have to actually go there again after this point, because there's literally nothing there. I mean, I get what this is supposed to be. You're supposed to, you're supposed to talk to everybody you've helped. It's supposed to be a big old send away, a big, closure to the chapter. And I get it. I get why they did it. But I still think it's a bad design decision, just factually, to not let the player skip all of this and move on. Because this is touching, and this is sweet, and this does give you a sense of closure. But it's boring! If you already know what they say, or you already know what roughly they're talking about, it's just kind of boring. Especially because so many of them just repeat the same things you've already heard. Ooh, paw print! Lady face! Turned up. Okay. And you can talk to her repeatedly, and Taka will continually fire off more fireworks. I'm just kind of surprised they got there in the first place. No one else seems to know that exists. Then again, both of them seem to believe in gods, so that could be why. No, Isun just won't let me leave. At least everybody here I like. That's one nice thing. And what do we get? Amaterasu! Isun! Susano! Oh good, I don't have to talk to Susano. I just apparently need to talk to everybody in one of the two. So I'm less annoyed now. You were the one who wouldn't let me leave! Just please eat him, Amaterasu. So now I can actually leave. Though my irritation with Isun continually grows. Another pro tip, designers, if you're going to physically block the player from advancing, don't make their little mentor or Navi character berate them for not advancing. That's not charming or cute, it's just irritating. But I will say for all this section, at least it's pretty, engaging, and short. So it could have been a lot worse. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just drop him into the fire. Hi, Sakuya. Well, yeah. I don't really want to stay with you. As nice as you are, that outfit makes me a little uncomfortable. But also, I want to see if there's a shallow grave I can bury Isun in. Yeah, we did too. I mean, Amaterasu is a goddess, so wouldn't you? Also, I don't know why there's still black wind around here. Because it's not the same wind as the windmill. We can't actually get rid of it, as far as I know. Uh-oh. That's not... That's a bit disconcerting. So yeah, keep this in mind, by the way, if you want to know what the in-character passage of time is. So we just killed Orochi last night, and that's when the darkness spread. So keep in mind that while doing everything that's coming up, and you can kind of see how long it's actually taking us to do anything. Also, for all my complaints, I do really like Sakuya. I just really don't like her upgraded quote-unquote form. It's not even really what I would call pretty, just meh. Parts of it are pretty, but it's just not well put together. But I will stop complaining about fashion now. Because now we've got some treasure chests to get. Assuming I don't fall off cliffs. I don't think I can get up. Yeah, just short. I can get up here. Whoop. Oh, this is a race. I'm not really sure where I'm going, but I assume I'm just following this path. And I messed up, maybe? That's the problem with these. There are multiple races like this, which I think is a really neat idea, especially with Amaterasu's speed. But, not when you don't actually have any idea where you're supposed to be going. So I'll probably have to come back to those with a guide. Because I have got no idea. Oh. Hi, Gray! Yum. The first shrine, I believe, is over here. Yes, it is. I'll just put this pot with a flower right here and clean it all up. Where Amaterasu got a flower, I couldn't tell you. Possibly she just generated one, then picked it. I always appreciate greetings from friends. What am I doing? I'm not taking the lily pad path. That is terrible. Hi, horsies! First, I want to check and see if anything new's unlocked at the dojo. I doubt it, but it never hurts to check. We already blew that away. Nope. You are actually coming in the second act here, Gray. We finished the first act, so we're going into the second one. So things might be a little bit, confusing. But you're welcome to stay. We want to go to the forest. I can give you a brief rundown of what you missed if you like. Or if you want it to be less concise and more detailed, Pi can handle it. If she doesn't mind. Oh, no, this is not... No, this is the way to go. So I need to go down here. because... Boop, boop, boop. That is a Holy Bone M. A stray bead. Which, these stray beads are very important, but they'll only be important to New Game Plus, because if we get all of them, they make a special rosary. But we can't use it until New Game Plus because of where the last bead is. We can use it in the final boss, but... not much beyond that. Alright, so long story short, 100 years ago, Amaterasu in her full-powered form fought with a mortal called Nagi to beat an 8-headed serpent called Orochi. Now they succeeded, but Amaterasu paid for this with her life and was turned to stone. 100 years later, Susanoo, who was Nagi's descendant, being a total idiot, pulled the sword that was stealing Orochi and freed him. We then went on a countryside-wide quest to actually beat down Orochi and get rid of him, where Susanoo redeemed himself by helping us out with that. Now the thing about that is, what you're seeing me do here, the brushes were all from brush gods that had separated from Amaterasu when she died. So we're trying to gather those back up. We have 9 of the 13 at present. When we killed Orochi, however, a bunch of, well, not a bunch of, 4 black spirits flew out of his body and went somewhere. We don't know where, but our friend who helped revive us from being turned to stone / death told us that something is going really, really bad in the capital. So that's what we're here to fix. And this I'm trying to do. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but there's kind of a weird trading minigame here. This is just very annoying to move. Okay, he does have a long way to go, but he at least helped get rid of Orochi. So there's no longer an 8-headed serpent polluting the lands and demanding virgin sacrifices. Well, maiden sacrifices. He doesn't really seem to be picky if they're virgins or not. Yeah, this is basically Japanese culture, the game. I probably should have checked the bear first to see why we wanted him to, get off the acorn. But there you go. Alright, so there were some more chests on fire that I can now deal with. Where was... oh, it was, in the link between Taka Pass and, the forest here. Or Ochi, sorry. Oh yeah, also there's some twit in a bird helmet named Waka. He's probably not important, but, you know. Yeah, I really like, I like this game for all the Japanese culture in it, and I really like Persona for that, too. Okay, so apparently this was not here. Oh, was it where the Guardian? Oh, I see something. Aha! No, over here. Amy! Thank you. You have to be dead on with, the digging for these. Also, these things you're seeing me grab, that have, like, little stands on them, those are just cell bait treasures. They don't mean anything. So maybe they were in the way to the Guardian sapling? They weren't here. Foxies! Maybe further up. Here we go. That's not what I did. You have to be kind of careful with your, Yeah, you're not supposed to stream Persona 5, but Atlas is an idiot. Like... First of all, how long has Persona 5 been out by now? The statute of limitations is way off for spoilers, dudes. Amaterasu, hit the treasure chest. There. Well, I mean, like, first of all, the game is so old. Yeah, it's been out for 2 years. They don't really have any right to ask you not to stream it anymore because spoilers. It's a 2-year-old game. The second thing is, what Atlas was trying to do failed in the first place. Like, they claimed their draconian, because it was draconian, rules about it were just to avoid spoilers, but the fact of the matter is, since they actively threaten people, do you know what happened? People intentionally spread spoilers. Like, actively spread videos, text, screenshots, everything they could think of, purely because of what Atlas decided to do and threaten people for not do it. So not only was it an unfair thing to ask in the first place, especially the fact that because they haven't lifted it yet and gave no end date for when they when you could start doing this, they threatened people. And like the fact of the matter, what? I stopped. What? Yeah, like if they'd actually removed the blocking, then I'd be less harsh on them. But they didn't. Like I think it was Jim Sterling that said it best, was that if Atlas had left it at a request at please don't stream past this point, the vast majority of people would probably have agreed, just because Atlas actually does have some goodwill. But when they took it to threats, like active threats, that's when people got upset. And it's just... The fact of the matter is that you may want to avoid spoilers, but that's kind of falling in the way of telling someone how to play your game, which is really not what you should be doing. That's not really a good thing, but this is not Persona 5, so I will drop it there. Where is the treasure chest, Aaron? Did you see this and didn't notice the top was off? Yeah, there's a private Persona 5 stream I've been watching. It's just... it's so stupid. It's okay, you can't really see clearly when I'm running so fast. So here's another origin mirror. Which is why I didn't save at the forest or the village, if you were curious. I need to step away briefly, like I warned I would do at the start of the stream, and I will be back very shortly. And I am back. Yeah, I can't do please stand by images on Gamecaster. I could on Broadcaster, but I don't like running Broadcaster unless I have to. It gives me problems. Yeah, one last thing on Persona 5 before I drop it. I don't get why they wanted to block it. The writing is not that good. I'm probably going to get reamed for that, but quite frankly, the writing is not that good. one character is completely irredeemable and never gets likable. And it's a game that tries to claim it's against social norms and oppression, but then turns around and perpetuates those social norms and oppression. So, yeah. It's not a bad game, just the writing is nowhere near worth being spoiler locked for. And I say that as somebody who likes the game, by the way. So you don't say that I'm hating it. I like the game, I think it's good, I just don't think the writing's up to par. Anyways, that is actually enough on Persona 5. Let's go back to Okami. So apparently the reason this bridge is up is because everybody in the city is sick with some mysterious illness. That does not bode well. Sakuya also said something really bad was going down in the city. Yeah. That's basically how I feel about, briefly going back to it, since you brought that up. That's basically how I feel about Persona 5. The reason I'm so hard on it is because it does so well in other aspects, and because I like it so much. But you have to be hardest on the games you like, is a thing. Because if it's a crappy game, you're not gonna care, but if it's a good game with crappy elements, it stands out worse. Also, this dude looks like a pig. Look at that nose! So Queen Himiko says no one can go in. That is probably because Moegame, who is that phoenix and one of the brush gods we got, was frozen solid. So apparently whatever this darkness was, it snuck into the city while Moegame was still weak. Oh no. Oh no. The curse zone is gone. Interesting. So somehow the curse zone got removed without our help. Yeah, that kind of bouncing of the head is how everybody in the game talks, so, That's true, it could be that Orochi got shanked, so the curse zone disappeared, but somehow I feel kinda unsure about that. Sakuya said nature was still screaming. You look kinda strange. I do kind of love that everybody just kind of assumes that Amaterasu is a friendly, domesticated wolf. But then again, she does basically just walk up to people completely non-aggressive, so... Interesting. Why would you give an apple to a wolf? And it is nighttime. So I'm gonna try something here. I didn't do it! It wasn't me! Oh god! That's not what I wanted to happen at all! It wasn't me, I swear! I'm not sure why that was in red. Also not sure why he's dropping so many apples. Is this supposed to be a hint? Is this some Japanese mythology? I don't know. Look, there's like little curse spots everywhere. That's why I had to blow it up. It was cursed. Or at least that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Well, I don't see any corpses, so there probably weren't any people. No animals in that one. There's another one over here. In all seriousness, though, this doesn't bode well. Two curse zones on the other side, but no signs of any person? Well, three, actually. There's at least one more over there. Well, cursed spots, not cursed zones. But, yeah, this doesn't really bode well for what's going on, especially if the capital is apparently full of sickness. I am mildly concerned. Well, more than mildly. I have a feeling something very bad is going on here. Hey, look, they're skulls, so they've been here for a while. That wasn't us. We didn't do anything. Also, if you're curious, Gray, the point of those zones is just to fill in as much about half the zone or more with your brush, and your bloom power will automatically fill it in the rest of the way. Also, treasure chests glow at night. Clovers glow in general. We're feeding horses. Okay, where... Here's the treasure chest. I do find it kind of funny that when we remove the curse spots, even the destroyed buildings go away just to totally restore nature. Another stray bead. I don't think there's anything else here, so... It's more like the wildlife was, repressed under the cursed zone. Remember how that one canine warrior was trapped underneath it and only appeared when we healed it? That's the idea for the animals. They got literally repressed. And Isun is still a lech. Welcome to Ryoshima Coast. Ryoshima? This doesn't look very cured to me, if you ask. Isun, are you just... Why am I asking? Of course you're dumb. We literally saw 4 figures go out of Orochi. That's probably why this curse zone is still here. They probably inherited it. Also, before we deal with this curse zone, I have to step away again. Sorry. And I return again. With any luck, that won't have to happen too many more times, but we'll see. Alright, it's just so to demonstrate to Gray, who is a newbie here, this is a curse zone. If you touch it, bad things happen. You don't want to do that. It will drain your ink. If you run out of ink, you go, you basically turn into a normal white wolf for a little while. You can't use any of your brush strokes, you can't use any of your, divine instruments, which are your weapons. Don't tell me what to do. Well, that didn't do anything, so... Probably because it's cursed, and I sincerely doubt there's anybody around here. Also, humans caught in the cursed zone are turned to stone. So look, the cursed zone didn't spread this way. So we can at least go along this path. And we get another new enemy! Speaking of which, I have to check the other enemies as well. When we get out of here. It's not any more difficult than an imp is, especially with the rosary. Apparently I'm supposed to be able to kill it within a few seconds. Alright, so first... Black Imp, like I thought. I will actually read out all of these once I have all of them. Headless Guardian. Fire Eye. Ice Mouth. Here's Crimson Helm. Very creepy looking. And here's Orochi. Just look at that. It's all blood drenched too. That's all the new ones right now, I think. Yep. So because I agreed to, I will go ahead and show off the glaives. I don't know if that's actually what they're called or not, but they're either swords or glaives, I don't know. But I said I'd show them off and why I don't really use them very much. That's a cursed area. Can't go that way. It's implied that Isun is the one who's writing all these bestiary entries and stuff, so... That's also a cursed zone. I can't do anything with that. I can do something with this. Okay. I'm not sure what that did, but when someone wants to come back for that, I guess they'll be very happy. It looks like Kushi's bucket. Oh, I see. And we have water here! Which is, I guess, good? Maybe? Oh, against the wall, Amaterasu. Thank you. Here we go. Did that drain the one below? It did not. Okay, so we just need to actually fill up all of these. Also, if you're curious, Gray, Amaterasu can't really swim. She'll only last in the water for a limited time before she goes back under. Oh, hello! Yeah, anytime you notice that little bubble above her head that has a health unit in it, that means that she can't, she can only last a certain amount of time. So now that this tree is grown, let's bring it back to life. You get rid of a curse zone. So we can now freely explore the coast. That's generally the first thing you want to do in an area because you can't do anything else in the curse zones. And they'll usually cut you off right quick from the rest of the area. That is the reason we've been saving up money, by the way. There's gonna be some stuff I want there. First, though, we feed the birds. Because we are Amaterasu and we feed all the animals. So with that done, we can just jump right down. So there's nothing else in there. Also, there are now animals all over the place where there were cursed zones before. I mean, if the ship is sunken, it was probably pre-doomed. Also, we get another of these spots, which I still can't do anything with. A cherry bomb won't blow it up and we can't dig in it. I'm still not sure what you're supposed to do with that. Let's check this out before we go. Let's see how this glaive works. It basically feels like a poor man's version of the reflector to me. Not bad, but slow. That was level of godhood loss. I don't remember how to switch the views. That's not the button. Is it this? No, that brings up the options. Also, yeah, to explain to, Gray, you use your, main weapon by hitting X, you use your sub weapon by hitting Y. Your sword weapon does different things depending on what it is. Also, the glaive is far less responsive than the, reflector, so... This is what you're supposed to do with them. You're supposed to get behind them when you can. And when they go colorless is when you can use a power slash on them. Well, it may not necessarily be power slash, but you can use a brush technique on them. So yeah, that's why I don't use glaives. Maybe I'm just missing something big about them and they're actually really great, but I've never figured that out. They've never been anything but slow and clunky to me. Yeah, what your secondary thing does is dependent on what the weapon type is. So reflectors will put up an unblockable shield. Rosaries will let you fire out the beads as bullets. And those are the only ones I know. Because again, never use glaives. So this takes us back to creepy old Madame Fawn. Which, good to know, I guess? She's useful because she'll give you predictions which basically boil down to this is what you need to do right now. Which is really good if you're confused and lost. Also, I heard an animal chittering. This is where the bell was. There's actually people over here now. Ooh, there are foxes too. Here you go, foxies. Yeah, if you have any questions about what's going on, just ask and I'll gladly tell you. This is actually a good point to talk about praise, which is basically how we level up our attributes. So astral pouches are basically extra lives, ink pot lets us do more ink, solar energy is health, and this is just our actual, purse. So we're gonna expand our purse another digit. So I'm doing pretty okay on everything else right now. These are pains in the butts that I don't like to deal with. So I do that. Exorcism slips are really, really good for enemies you don't want to deal with. Alright, so there are people here. Where are the peoples? I guess this was the only person here? Itinerant monk? I've never played Nioh, so I couldn't tell you. I just know that they drive me bonkers and I hate them. So apparently the priestess who lives here practices monster subduing magic. That could actually be kind of helpful to us, but she's not here right now. Now, let's have a peek around. Maybe we can find something. Assuming I don't accidentally yank my headphones off my head. I hear noises. There's a chest here. There we go. Yeah, I don't really like charge attacks in this game. My time could just be so much better spent doing, reflector or rosary attacks. Maybe other people do, but it's just not my style. Also, here's the noise! It's a kitty! It's a calico kitty! The reason that is because, Okami is a very fast-paced kind of battle system. So if you just stand there, you're gonna get hit. Another cat over here? No. It was just that one little kitty. This is a pretty place. There's more cellbait. I kinda like to see them try. That's a huge statue. But yeah, anyway, the priestess is not here. So there's not really a lot of point to us to stick around, so let's move on. Because we can now go down the coast with the cursed area gone. I can't tell if this dude is wearing pants with the shell on it, or is wearing nothing but the shell. He's wearing nothing but the shell. Got it. So apparently this ship was sunk with something important in it. We're probably going to have to go there later. That's not a good sign. Yeah, you said that. Please put some pants on, dude. That's a familiar thing for anyone who knows mythology. That was kind of suspicious, though. Why was Isun quiet? Usually if it's something he's not interested in or doesn't like, he mouths off, but he didn't say anything. Oh, foxes! Have food. No, it's not Mario! This actually functions completely differently from that. See ya, Gray! Oh, the fox has turned me around. We can actually go up here to get a, So isn't it telling us we can't actually get up there? Basically, we can't get up there with wall jumps, we need a double jump. Which, if you didn't think we were getting a double jump in this game, surprise! You actually are! Along with a bunch of other really cool stuff we can get, just not right this second. We have to get to the city first. There's nothing along the beach, so come here. Also, God, look at how much this rosary is wrecking faces. I kind of love it. And you are just gonna get in our way. I don't like the fact that gaining a godhood level sounds exactly the same as losing one, so I can't really tell if I've just gained one or lost one, especially with all the effects the rosary throws out. Let's handle this first. Ooh! Little piggy! That's why I like the rosaries. They are fast if you can actually get them to stick on the enemy. I can't remember what... It's still bothering me that I can't remember what button it was that let me change the view. Another little piggy. What if I free all of them first? It'll count them all as one. Domestic piggy. No, it's the zoomed out view. Because there's this view we're using now, and then there's a way to, like, angle the camera up above me, so I can see the area around me a bit easier. That's helpful against, like, the buds, because they're very hard to track. Is that everything? Yeah, I guess so. Normally if there's multiple zones like that, you get a big, you get a big clear when you're done with all of them. '67 combo! 68 combo! Look at that! That's the other reason I like rosaries, because your godhood is made off your combos. So they will get your godhood up fast. Inaba? Inaba, wouldn't? Considering this is following Japanese mythology, wouldn't that be a rabbit? Did he lose his rabbit? Bye-bye. I like the sort of stalking pose Amaterasu has if you walk in combat. Chest! See, that's what I mean by the rosary sticking. Because for some reason it just won't actually stick on enemies at times, and I don't really know why. kitties! Feed the kitties! If you just tap X, it's supposed to whip them, but if you mash it, it's supposed to stick and do damage like that. I just don't get why sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. And Isun is interrupting us again. Oh, not Isun this time. It's whatever this thing is. I don't actually remember if the stores are open right away, but we'll find out. Can I game, will you please? Thank you. Oh, I think I know what to do. So, Bell Guardian. Abume. I actually want to read this one. A bird possessed by the soul of a woman slain by a samurai's blade. It has no trouble deflecting any sword attack with its umbrella. Then it wastes no time using its dark essence to launch a counter. A great monk advises that this pattern can be taken advantage of. When the umbrella comes up to block, blow it back with wind. The creature will call its life as a woman and cease attacking. Interesting. It's also kind of sad, actually. This might have been a mistake. Also, Bloom is as finicky as ever. Can I actually get back up like this? No, I can't! Let's just steal a pearl and drown Amaterasu, and I'm sure that'll work fine. You get to see her drown for once! And down she goes. Okay, that didn't work. I saw what we needed to do, though. It's kind of irritating. I'm not certain why they did it this way. I wanted to see if drowning would put me back on the bridge. Because I wouldn't have the ink to go water lilies all the way around. Because they do wear off after a while. But I saw the way to get back up. Very, very soon we are going to have a way to deal with water, and I'm going to be so happy when we get there. Alright. Now it'll be another step aside, so if you need a drink, or you're thirsty, or whatever, go grab it. Whoops, I should have given you something more, interesting to look at than just the blank stone slate and Amaterasu sleeping. Now, God permitting, that will be the last time I need to actually step away. And down she goes. I feel kind of bad beating up these ghosts, considering what they are, but at the same time they're trying to kill me, so I don't really. I gotta drink myself, if that's what you just heard. Because I'm kind of thirsty. So are you ready to see the city? Well, too bad, because there's something over here. There is a gate over here. Of both varieties, in fact. And that's a new one we haven't seen yet. Let me break out the big guns. And just end it right here. We have a pool of nice fresh water. More importantly, it's another mermaid spring location, so we can now warp back here. We can't go in that way, and I'm not really all that interested in what the peanut gallery over there has to say, so... I'm just gonna check over here for anything I might need to clear. And look at that, there is something to clear. That was pathetic. I somehow got two overlaid one another. I'm not really sure how that worked, but... Here's white rabbits. Is one of these Inaba? Oh yeah, rabbits need herbs. Rabbits do not eat seeds. I don't know why I thought rabbits ate seeds there for a second. This one looks different. Oh, there's a treasure chest up there I need to get. And yeah, it's not snapping back, so this is the one we need. The demons kinda repressed him. And we get 20 praise for that. So we get 20 praise and more importantly a stray bead. Also I skipped it too fast by mistake, but he just says he hopes that me and Inaba can be friends. Which, well, it's Amaterasu. So in case you've played the game and are wondering, I'm going to just... What I don't get during the story, I'm going to just get right before the point of no return. Because I'm going to have to look up some of this. Because there are actually a lot of things you want to do Because you get New Game Plus rewards for specific things that you do, and I actually think they're really neat. Sand City. That does not look good, does it? That kind of looks unfortunate. Luckily we're a wolf and are hopefully immune to whatever disease is running rampant in the city. This looks even more evil. So just to show. Yeah. Your brush works, but you can't actually bloom anything here. Whatever this sickness is, it's preventing a lot of stuff. So, should we actually take advantage of that? Because once we actually heal the forest, that will no longer— or the forest. Once we heal the city, that will no longer be the case, from what I recall correctly. The price of fish will go back down to, normal. So should I go fishing for a little bit and, and get us some fish to sell? You'd have to watch me fish for a while, which is why I'm asking. I don't know if I need the money. I feel like I will need the money. But I won't be certain until I can find the people who are selling the things I actually want. So even if I do that, I'm not going to leave right now. I'm going to see what I actually need. Uh-oh. Samurai Dandy? We're kinda lucky Amaterasu's immune to sickness, but this is bad. So this water dragon is a major problem, it seems. Whoa, okay. We're probably gonna have to solve that one first. This looks unfortunate. This is where the carpenter lives, but he's not here right now. Ugh, I'm feeling sick just looking at all of this. I'd say people getting sick is probably worse than that, but, so yeah, all of this stuff is dead because of this mist. I don't believe we can help him either. Yeah, nope. Whatever this mist is, it's blocking us from actually doing anything productive. These waterways are bone dry as well. Camera, thank you. Why are there so many chests in the waterway? I mean, more for me, I guess, but... Can't say I have. Also, no, this isn't locked off if you, get the water flowing before getting the chests. You can just take the ferry around, slash the chests, and what's in it will float to the surface. It's just a lot more tedious and annoying. So that's one thing to remember, is that, as far as I'm aware, they will never put a stray bead in somewhere that is missable. That'd just be cruel. Digging, huh? Let's see if we can help. We'll help you. That seems unwise. Another digging minigame! I hope we don't drown the people in the canal. So we gotta find the plug this time. It's not dowsing. It's just actually finding something that is visible, I believe. We still gotta get him to it, so we have to be very conscious, because we can't make them... jump yet. Well, I'll say yeah, but I don't know if we will ever be able to make them jump. No, that's definitely nothing. I have an idea. Can I break that? Yeah, I've already messed up somewhere. That is, I think, the main problem with these. You just have no indication of where you're actually supposed to go. Remember correctly. Yep, wind knocks him over one block. Too late. Yeah, I noticed he walks into them. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. Nope, nope. Come this way. He's gonna walk into it again while I wait for my ink to refill. I'm thinking ink is going to be the next thing I upgrade. Now that we're down here, I cast Bloom to get him to move his butt. Apparently it is hidden. Unfortunately, it's because Amaterasu kind of bonks her head into the ceiling, so that's, how it works. That one, of course, being necessary to progress is a bit easier than the last one we did. I hope we didn't drown those people in the canals again. And he gives us a bunch of praise, which is good because I want my ink. I want more ink. 2 more praise for that. So we get dropped over here, which kind of secluded, but that's fine. To figure out where the dude who has what I want actually is. Also, I bought a bunch of stuff. I don't know what any of this will do, but I've got it. Alright, so obviously now the only way we get around is in the canals. I have no earthly idea where I am supposed to go, so, Game, you wanna... Thank you. We're just gonna kinda flounder around until I can figure out where in the world the game wants me to go. That, I believe, is where I need to go. I could have just gone straight and gotten to it. Whoops. Hello! Looks like you got stuck here, Hayate. There's apparently a lot of resentment towards the queen for just shutting herself up. Also, this dude is rude. The completion in me needs it, though. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna need the money from selling fish here. That's assuming I can find the person who has the things I want. Yeah, I probably should have bought it later, but completionism. What is this? Masu? So something just occurred to me. Well, glaives suck for me personally, is what we're saying. Anytime we, like, bash on glaives or say they suck, they mean for me personally, because they do not even remotely fit my playstyle. Whoa, hello! Sometimes these cursed zones are a little hard to see with a camera angled like that. What occurred to me is that didn't Kimiko actually call Waka back? This is unfortunate. Most people are fairly aggressive attackers because, hold on a sec. I need to adjust the chat, because I can't see most of what everyone is saying because it's so small. There, that's a bit better. Anyways, the reason most people are, aggressive attackers is because you get ranked on your time. So you have to be aggressive in order to kill them. You can't really futz around. Not if you want, the most money you can get from that fight. This aristocrat's quarter doesn't look much better! Though that being said, I know there's no mist here. It's dark and grim, but there's not really any of that poisonous mist. Hello. Ben K. That sounds familiar. You want mine? I mean, if you pay me for them, you can have them. Speaking of fishing... Yeah, you can probably guess what this living sword is. Ben K is not as smart. Blah 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 blah. Okay. This is just more blah blah. You need to help him, you need to do the thing, blah blah blah. I love this game, but sometimes they use way too many words to say something that doesn't need anywhere near that many words. Also, the fact that Isun is now constantly interrupting between every fish is a little irritating. That was the wrong button. And we've got... something that looks nothing like a sword. Whoa, hello. Well. Hey, speaking of Waka. That's not how prophets work, Isun. Why would you think that? Literally, why would you think that? We've been given no evidence that Waka is that type of person. He hasn't even done anything all that bad. You're just annoyed and jealous. What are you talking about? Ah, there we are. Dude, he just told you. He wants to go to the heavens. Now, why he wants to go there is a good question, but he just told you what's on his mind. And we get told something fairly obvious, which is that the path to the heavens involves the sun goddess. What a shock! Yes, but Waka is not interested in that. Even though what the myth he is based on might have been, he's not interested in that sort of thing. But yeah, I promise, Waka is not being stupidly oblivious. When he says it concerns Amaterasu, he means personally. There's something more going on than just her being a goddess from the heavens. Also, this is another reason why, if you've ever wondered why I don't like Isun, here you go. He is a total idiot, jumping to conclusions about everyone he doesn't like. And while I admit that part of my irritation is that I like Waka, the other part is Waka has literally given us no reason to distrust him. He has not been dishonest with us. He's not even really tricked us. With the Serpent Cave, he told us not to go in, and we went in anyways. That was kind of our own fault. And though he took the Serpent Crystal after we freed it, he was the only one who could use it, so he still opened the way for us. So that's why I'm very irritated with Isun. He is very clearly just making crap up because he doesn't like Waka. And those types of people are the ones I loathe. Even if I dislike the character that is getting stuff made up about it, I dislike the one making up the stuff too. I don't even know why Isun doesn't like Waka so much. Waka hasn't done anything. Like this, constantly insisting Waka's done something? Why? Where did you get that? Where did that come from? Of course, that just makes Waka being completely mature and totally ignoring the bait hilarious. It kind of feels like an adult dealing with a little toddler, with how calm and serene Waka is about it. I was giving you a tidbit of a prophecy and he still went all cryptic about it. It's a small, tiny gap! Are you getting the hint? No, this is actually can be very subtle for people who are not, very observant. But basically that hint is saying we need that hammer. Because if you remember, the fisherman said the hammer could, shrink you down. So that's what Waka is telling us. We need the hammer. Cat, get off my stuff! That's what we're going to be. We're not going to be immediately dragged into another conversation. Yeah, Waka is very calm, and I kinda love it, like I said. So we're gonna save the origin mirror really quick. Let's see who this is. A woman named Rao, who is flashing her tits at us. Yeah, it's always fun. Yeah. Just like that, Polaris. It's always fun to watch someone mouth out as somebody who doesn't give a crap. Yeah, do you like sexualization? I hope so, because that's pretty much all Rao's gimmick is. You might have noticed they actually gave her advanced boob jiggle physics, which... Also, Issun is still an annoying lech, and you can hear the whole seductive music as well. So yeah, I'm not kidding. That's all that Rao is meant to be. Sexualization. So, I don't really like her, and she kind of annoys me. Yeah, notice all of her motions are meant to bounce her chest around. I'm not joking. I wish I was, but I'm really not, and it kind of drives me bonkers. What kind of amuses me is that's actually an edit. Originally, Amaterasu was looking at her chest and huffing as well. Which, I'm not against the idea of bisexual goddesses, but no. Also, that's suspicious. She's the first one who's used Issun's name, I think. Well, at least he's not trying to take credit for that. He helped a little, but we were the ones who actually did the heavy lifting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're supposed to... God, that stupid moaning in the music is driving me crazy. I can't wait until we can get out of this cutscene and away from this idiot. Like I said, Pi, Rao was built for sexualization. That's why she looks off, because this is the one character in the game where they went, you know what? Screw everything else, let's just make her look as sexy and idealistic as possible. And that's why she looks off, because that's literally what she was built around. They just kind of slapped the quest on her. Well, she's not going to tell us, so I'm leaving. So I want this god-awful music to stop. So yeah, she's meant to look sexy in the art style, so yeah, that's Rao. I hate her. Not for her character, just because it's very clear what she exists for, and she doesn't really have much of an interesting character. Well, I will say that she at least has something going for her. She's not completely bland to cut out. So there is that, but yeah, you can see what Rao was designed for straight out. Why do you have a chest with a bone in the middle of your... Hmm. Wait a minute, Okuni. Is that who I think it is? His parents have nothing interesting to say. I don't think we can bloom these either. Nope. Can't bloom anything here until we actually deal with the mist problem. Yeah, thankfully we don't have to actually bother with Rao very much, so... We have another stray bead. Yeah, it was worth the shot since the mist doesn't seem to be hanging around the aristocrat quarter. And that's right, I'm not gonna need to actually buy any supplies. I'm just gonna be loaded from what I'm finding. So it looks like here's where the mist is blowing out of. Let's check this out. Those guys won't let us in, of course, but there's something there. His Highness. Interesting. Only thing everybody was talking about was Queen Himiko. Why are they talking about the Emperor all of a sudden? Ah, that would be why. Well, so it seems like the Emperor is the source of this. This is very suspicious. There's that name again, Kaguya. Yeah, blah blah blah. These are Rao's prayer slips. As soon as going to moan and whine. So this is how we get into the Imperial Palace. Let's go ahead and yoink these and head on back. If you're curious trying to talk to them there, they'll just say you can't come in. Also, I just had an unfortunate memory. So guess what this next dungeon is going to involve? If you guessed keeping Rao around the whole time, congratulations, you're right and my soul cried a little. Luckily this music doesn't play, so it should at least be tolerable. Also, Isun couldn't go himself because he can't do the celestial brush techniques, so if he came up against a demon, he'd be kinda right screwed. That part actually does make sense. I'm so glad she didn't fall for that, because that was just gross, Isun. Oh, thank God it stops. Oh wait, no it didn't. It went to the scary music, now it's back to the porn music. Great. Okay, I'm just gonna skip this. Because this is basically just gonna be more of Isun's stupid flirting. And it's just Isun flirting stupidly, her telling us the water dragon sunk the ship, and saying she needs the fox rods that are on the ship. Also, Isun is trying to force the bad guy on us. And you can see what I mean by calling him gross. He's referring to her as busty babe. Like, really? Oops. I'm just gonna check the journal because I don't care enough to actually... First, I'm getting out of the stupid porn music studio. Shut up, Isun. Oh my god. You volunteer us for stuff, but the one time that happens, that we actually need help, you don't want to go. Piece of crap. Okay, so the fox rods. So we need a new moon in the night sky. In the shadows of the ship ran aground, called the Lunar Lagoon. The tide only recedes when the new moon is seen from the moon turret. When the tide's out, it's easy to get into the treasure ship. So what does that mean? So I can't draw a new moon, and I also can't get up into the Lunar Lagoon to that stand because I don't have a double jump. I'm taking a look around the aristocrat quarter and see if that has an answer. No, I can't go through there and skip Rao's porn theater. Great. Luckily that music no longer plays, so... They're gonna let me through here, yep. That's a cursed zone, that's nothing. I know there's nothing over there. Okay, I'm probably just gonna have to leave the city then. Oops. Camera angles! I guess we'll just leave and head to the lagoon. Luckily, even if we do have to take Rao with us, this won't last too awful long, I don't believe. So that's something. Also, apparently I can't actually get to the vendor who sells the stuff I want to buy until I do something about this. That's interesting. Also, I like how she leaves lily pads when she swims. Yeah, Amaterasu's probably feeling a little better herself. But nothing will actually happen if you stay in the mist. It's one of those that takes a while to sort of infect you. Also, just show Isun wasn't kidding. You can't get up there without the double jump. I actually believe that's what we're going to get right here, though. I don't fully recall. First, monkey feeding. Then, ink pots. Also, still can't dig on stone. Yep, I was right. This is another dojo. And now we actually have more stuff. So here's what lets us dig through stone. Here's what lets us double jump. We need 20,000 for that, so we're about 3,000 off. And here's where we also can get a bunch of other stuff, and unfortunately, those are still there. These god techniques will increase your strength if you equip the same thing main and sub, which I might do with the rosaries because I don't really use the reflectors sub that often, but we have to use the rosary one to come up. So because I am going to need that money, I'm actually going to go fish for a while because I want to pick up all of this stuff. So I'll go ahead and just cut the stream here for now, and we'll pick it back up some other time.